Hello, my headbanging tankers, and I am excited to announce. Well, I'm a little late, so you already know that Metalfest has returned, and the opening lineup of Rob Zombie and Motorhead is kind of, well, I won't say setting the world on fire, but it's newsworthy because due to AI voice generation, Lemmy Kilmister gets to live on in World of Tanks Modern Armor after passing on to the great concert in the sky and is currently drinking the Abbott brothers under the table. R.I.P. Dime and Vinny. But I know they're absolutely ecstatic to have one of their heroes up there. And this AI generation has at least brought the game into the likes of Guitar.com and MusicTech.com. Although the articles featured on their websites were AI generated similar. What can I say? We're in a sad state for journalism, and AI generation is the whole new thing. On the one side, Lemmy gets a voice. On the other, a editor doesn't have to argue with a journalist over something unique and creative they've written. They just get some boring, generic article. But that's still cool. It'll put eyeballs on the game, especially when you say, like, oh, Lemmy's estate has approved this and Lemmy lives. Take that as you will, but yeah, kind of a, once again, modern armor here brings a voice to the voiceless. Because remember last year, Vic Rattlehead of Megadeth, the, the idol for Megadeth, had no voice. He now has a voice. So this is pretty cool, and also great to see that the returning acts of Megadeth and Iron Maiden and Sabaton are all coming back. So, yay, those licenses live on. So there's going to be more of the, dare I say, classic metal in this game. Uh, some of you may call this heavy metal. Some may say it's dad rock or grandpa rock, but it's great to see these bands continue on and live on. So it warms my heavy metal heart. Oh man, R.I.P. Lemmy. But all right, let's talk about why we're here, Metal Fest, and my thoughts on it. My thoughts on it are this: yay, Wargaming gets to be greedy again, but licensing rights aren't cheap. Am I right? I don't know. But if we have to talk about the two bundles, I'm honestly, I have one thing that pertains to both of them, but I'm slightly not a big fan of the fact that you can buy your way into Tier 10 again and Air 3. At least you can get in on those on a discount if you knew about that. Hi, new players, and to the people who I've seen driving around in these brand new tanks before the discounts have gone fully into effect. I hope you knew there were. I hope you knew what you were doing and are not upset that there are discounts coming later. I hope you could afford the FOMO. And if you can, I thank you, Whale, for keeping this game going. Because I've opted to be a little more restrictive with my payouts to this game. More on that later. But if you want to, I will say this. Let's take it back up. Yes, it's gonna be one of those videos. I'm sorry, if you don't understand how complicated and time-consuming editing and getting voice lines to sync up with a video, don't hate me for this. But it's going to be one of those videos where we bounce around menu screens. Because you get Lemmy and Warpig as 3D commanders in this bundle, it does make me kind of feel like this is the slighter better bundle. But at tier 10, the top tier of World War II, I don't know if I feel like I want to play that. But then again, you get the rest of the band as commanders. You get the bomber skin. Let's talk about the skins. This is a great addition, but I feel these should have been free. Hey, pay up front if you want them now and instantly, but I kind of feel like not just emblems of these should have been free. You know, Wargaming takes the hit because this skin, the bomber skin, is for the FV-107 Scimitar. That's the second FV tank in the light tank lineup for the British tanks in Era 1. It's relatively accessible. And I'm kind of like, if you make the skin free, oh, the player doesn't have a tank. That's what they focus. They have a goal, a target right off the bat, if they've done the reading. But then again, there's a lot of that is TLDR. And that would have, a player has a goal, and they get to do something fun, because Era 1 light tanks they're fun, and it's not overpowered. It's not like the M141A1. Sorry. I butchered that. It's not like the American Bulldog. But this is just... That's what I would have done. They didn't. And weirdly enough, it is kind of funny that, like, the tank skin that has, like, bombs away on it and stuff also is for the fastest tank. Meanwhile, actually, just take a look at the emblems. Some of these do now appear free for the as part of the further Metalfest op you can get. Take a quick peek here. Rob Zombie. Era 3. Yes, the AT Gem Changers has made it more balanced. MBTs are still unbalanced and way too fast, way too powerful. So when I saw this meme, I'm like, oh, that's basically an Era 3. If it's not an MBT, it's kind of gonna be mediocre at best. I'm really glad to see the T55 AG. The Dragula has the proper booms now at 125 millimeters with 606 pen and standard 550 off. That's kind of like, yeah, that's pretty on par with the T72s of Era 3. But it's Era 3, and I'm like, it would have been nice to have something in Era 2. The Amelot is fine. That's the Iron Maiden tank. But it's oh god, it's so easy to ammo rack. And I've done everything, perks and equipment, to strengthen that ammo rack, and it still happens, even through the front. It's kind of sad. But we do get a 3D commander for Rob Zombie. No voiceover because he's on tour and doesn't apparently know how to use a phone. Some things can be literally phoned in. And then we have the Super Beast skin for artillery. I'm very glad. Again, I started this grind back when I played World War II. I haven't got the M53, M55, but I have a small goal now. But to kind of... The Super Beast skin is... The Dragula name comes from the Munster show, where in the movie they have to build a race car and they call it the Dragula. So in my mind, this should be a faster tank. It should be a light tank. But it's a medium tank that can eventually get up to 70 kilometers per hour and then get the living crap ran out of it by an Abrams. It's Era 3 for you. But at least you won't get shotgunned by a Visal. Yay! You can just get sniped now. Well, your high speeds, hard to hit targets. So, already give some love. I'm happy for that, sort of. And it's just, yeah. Now we're talking about a tank line that's not played by a lot of people. A lot of people do grind them eventually, but yep, artillery in World of Tanks, predominantly hated. But I personally find the lines boring, but that's just because I'm more of an aggressive player and having to sit and wait for my team to do some spotting and then wait for the reload and then wait for the round to get there and miss and then wait for the reload. But this is still something, like, again, for new players who may be very unsure. It's like artillery, air, point and shoot. Okay, it's easier to learn. You sit in the back. There you go. But you got to pay if you want that new player experience. So, and I wish these skins have been for free, but that's not happening. But I am really pleased to have Metalfest back. But as you can tell by up top, I haven't been as diligent as I have been about continuously burning myself out, getting the long haul rewards. I don't have time to play that much in short periods of time, so I played over the week, and it's a burnout thing. So my gold is kind of limited. I can afford both the season pass and this, but yeah, Era 3, especially as right now, the ultimate season pass has the Leclerc T4, and that's an MBT, and MBT's rule in Era 3. So that's granted, the T55 AGM does kind of give us a little hint, especially after that. Oopsie, we put out the wrong armor profile in the article for when they announced this on their website. It's like, oops, that's a T80 armor profile. You did mention there's a new tank line coming back at Tankfest. And the T55 AGM is kind of like, well, if you don't got a T80, we can upgrade your T55 to T80 Light. Ukrainian tanks coming? Hey, I am all for that. Then again, I have a thing for oddly Soviet-inspired tanks, so yeah. But yeah, that's just me. Crazy as it is. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of having a Metalfest this year? I think it's good for the game, despite the pricing. We have some kind of groundbreaking technology kind of being used to bring back the voice of the dead. How does that make you feel? And are you gonna kind of buy in or not? Let me know down below. Like and subscribe if you keep it metal. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.